Hi, Megan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rebecca Bickle, Associate Director for Public Services. Welcome to Strozier Library.
Thank you. Well, I'm excited. Show me around.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's go. So one of the first things you're going to notice when you walk in, Megan, are our new turnstiles. If you want to go ahead and swipe your ID card.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
The ID cards and the turnstiles allow us to maintain security for the users of the floor and get data about how valuable the space is for patrons.
Okay, great.
Great. Let's keep going. So Megan, as soon as you move past the turnstiles, what you see here are our service desk. We've made some significant changes here.
Okay.
Rather than a large reference desk, which the students told us was intimidating, we've got small service desks that are flexible and easy to approach. Also, over your shoulder, you can see we have a self-checkout. So if students don't want to go up to the desk or faculty don't want to come up to the desk, they can help themselves and check out books.
That's great. Yeah, this is definitely a lot less intimidating, and I like the smaller desk, and I feel like it was a lot more approachable.
Right. We call this our circle of service. So again, the first thing you see is staff grouped around this circle. And anytime you come near this garnet color in the center, you know you're going to find a staff member. And this is one of our areas that's new and very popular with students. We call it our Technology Center. You can see the students working with Photoshop and other high-end digital software here. We've got staff to our left to assist them. And again, one of the most popular features of our floor is our laptop checkout. So you can walk out, check out a laptop, and take this anywhere on the floor or in the building and get to work. Megan, this is an example of one of our smart rooms. The group study rooms are brand new to the space, and the students love them. They stay booked. Lots of things to talk about in here. Right behind you is our smart boards. Students can walk in, plug their laptop into it, and use digital ink to make notes on the board, to use the web. They can circle, highlight notes, and email it to themselves. So if you don't need high-end technology, on this side of the room are floor-to-ceiling writing surfaces that the students can use to make notes. And you'll walk on the floor some nights, and there'll be chemical equations from ceiling to floor. And if you don't have enough writing surface, you can even write on the glass.
Kind of give me an idea of what's going on in here.
I'm so proud of this space, Megan. This is our library classroom. And we had a library classroom before, but nothing like this. So you can see over on this side that there are glass walls leading into the classroom. Our concept was to expose the students here to learning, to open the learning up that's happening in this room. It's an open lab when there's no teaching going on, and that's what you're experiencing currently with the students here. But typically what would happen is we would have students from an English class or any kind of class. The professor would come over with their students. The librarian would do a session, and while the librarian is showing them the databases, the resources they'll use, the students get to work on those same resources on the computers. So it's hands-on learning, which we know from all of the literature out there is the very best style of learning.
Rebecca, tell me about this. I love this area.
This is our cafe, and it is pretty popular with students. You can see the Starbucks back behind us. So one of the most popular features, this space is open 24 hours a day along with the rest of the floor. So if a student needs coffee at 4 a.m. in the morning while they're studying, if there's a study group going on at 2 a.m., they've got access to coffee every hour that we're open. There's a variety of interesting seating going on in this space. You can see the booths back behind us on this wall. There's also little pods that you can sit on, little cushion stools. Again, we're experimenting with different types of seating and different types of spaces to see what works for students. Wireless throughout the space again, so they can get their studying done while they have their coffee. And of course, I want to make sure I point out that you can take your coffee outside of this space. The entirety of Strozier is available for students to have food and drink, and they do it a lot in the space. And the other thing we do in this space is our programming work. So we have poetry readings, open mic nights, other events that are going to attract our users to the space happen within this area.
4x minus 8, that part we cancel with this part.
This is a part of the area we're really proud of, Megan. This is our tutoring zone. So the yellow t-shirts you see right now are tutors from the Academic Center for Excellence. They provide tutoring from 10 a.m. in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, and from 7 p.m. till 1 a.m. we have library tutors. So you have a huge number of hours of free tutoring going on right here in this space. If you come into this space with an expectation in your mind of what an academic library is, you're going to be blown away. Because what you find is that this is a space that has a constant hum going on. Students are talking, they're chatting, but they're accomplishing a lot. And I think the traditional concept in people's mind is that every floor in a library is a shush floor. And what we're trying to create is spaces that support both collaboration and quiet study.